Oh, okay. Oh, the song is this. I didn't realize that. I've never heard this, so yeah, I just wrote it this morning. Brother, you're one of my favorite friends. You know. Are we receiving the offering of it? Yes. Yeah. I want to see. Let me get a picture of this. 2012 in the month of March, I came to visit my pal Brother Gilmore to hear my friends preach to me the Word of God. Well, we ate and we sang and we had a good time. I decided to sit down and write this rhyme to tell you of an incident that changed my life. It all started with Randall and his wife Michelle, who asked if I'd like to visit Fort Lauderdale. I said, why yes, it sounds like fun to me. Well, they took me around to the houses and the boats, and what happened next here, folks, is the truth. That was my right hand there. We were riding in the car on the street called Los Roches. Los Olas. We were riding in the car on Los Olas and trying to move over as the car approached us. On purpose, the guy ran their car into ours. Well, you know, Randall started jumping and screaming, said, I'm going to beat him to a pulp. Give me a gun. I'll shoot him. And about that time, they jumped out and surrounded our car. Well, as they kicked in their cars, I was looking for Mace, and right through the window, they punched Randall in the face. And I began to sing out loud, Lord, I surrender all. Michelle said, nobody touches my husband like that. In the back seat, all our stuff snoring like a cat. And like the devil in the phone booth, she dialed 911. She said, roll up your windows, they've got guns. Randall reached for the door and said, yeah, right, I'll give them some. And about that time, I guess I must have blacked out. And when I came to, they were hitting and banging, and I was there, and I couldn't leave my best friend hanging. And so I opened the door, and I said, Lord, into your hands I commit my spirit. Well, Michelle grabbed my arm and said, get back in the car. And said, my husband Randall knows how to handle this here and there. And for a moment there, she made me feel like I wasn't a man either. Well, they took off and Randall followed suit, driving 70 miles an hour. And Lord, what a hoot. And all the while, Michelle had dispatch on the line. The lady said, tell your driver to stop following them because you're running red lights, so what you're doing is sin. And Michelle said, my husband is on a mission, ma'am, and he will quit. Well, finally, with all the zigging and the zagging and listening to Randall, and he drove around bragging about how that guy was going to spend the rest of his life in prison and wouldn't get parole. Well, the police arrived, one and all, in the driveway of the local hospital. And they put the man in cuffs and they put him in the car. This really happened. Then she said, hold on. Oh. Well, the lady also said, we got to make a report. And Michelle went first, and of a sort, she wrote a detailed message about her man that saved the day. Well, she wrote about the high-speed chase and all, and how I never found my Mace and how Randall was a gentleman. All through it all. Then she handed me the book, and I began to write. And the words flowed like water from my heart. Folks, it was truth, just plain and simple. Here's what I wrote. The suspect hit my dear friend's car, and it hurt me bad right to the heart, because he's my best friend, and I love him very much. That's what I wrote in the police report. That's what I wrote. Well, the officer looked at me and kind of smirked, and she made me feel like I was kind of a jerk and said, your best friend, whom you love very much. I said, really? Then Michelle said, oh man, he's a good man. He loves the Lord, and he's singing in our church. And it was right there, friends, that I was really inspired. So I reached in my pocket and I pulled out my heart. And like David of old, I played from my heart. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. I really did. I was playing my harmonica to the police officer. Well, she about him for a while. And tomorrow, you need to take this wacko back to your church. So let us devise the story to end that guy to the jail we're going to send, and for the rest of your life, you'll have a story to tell. And then the chorus goes like this, and because I didn't know what they were going to preach, and I wanted to include all of it, it goes like this. Well, you tell hell I'm not coming. Be rid of all your problems.